Hello guys! The Baby Daisy Mystery, unraveling Willow's secret stalking on General Hospital. The ongoing storyline on ABC's General Hospital has taken a dramatic and unsettling turn as baby Daisy Gilmore Corinthos finds herself at the center of a mysterious disappearance that has left her mother Sasha in a state of panic and confusion. What initially appeared to be a case of postpartum depression or mental health crisis has revealed itself to be something far more sinister, as Willow Tate emerges as the secret stalker behind the infant's temporary vanishing act. The terrifying discovery. The drama unfolded when Sasha Corbin discovered that baby Daisy was missing from her nursery crib, sending the new mother into an absolute panic. Sasha frantically searched the house, checking the bassinet downstairs, but found no trace of her infant daughter. In her desperation, she rushed to find Michael Corinthos, telling him that someone had taken their baby. The discovery was particularly traumatic for Sasha, who had already experienced strange occurrences surrounding Daisy since her birth, including finding the baby in different clothing and facing a different direction in her crib. The situation became even more bewildering when Olivia Quartermaine found baby Daisy safely in the living room bassinet. This discovery left everyone, including the authorities, questioning what had really happened. When Chase and other officers arrived to investigate the reported kidnapping, they found no signs of forced entry and no evidence that anyone had broken into the Quartermaine mansion. The sudden reappearance of the baby in a location that Sasha insisted she had already checked led to widespread concern about the new mother's mental state, mental health concerns, and skepticism. Following the incident, family members and law enforcement began to suspect that Sasha might be experiencing postpartum depression or other mental health issues. Olivia Quartermaine specifically suggested that Sasha might be dealing with postpartum complications and recommended she be evaluated as soon as possible. Even Chase questioned whether Sasha was simply jumping at shadows and asked Michael if he was prepared to protect Daisy even from her own mother. The skepticism surrounding Sasha's account was compounded by her previous reports of strange occurrences involving baby Daisy. She had told authorities about someone activating the mobile above the crib while she was in the shower and about finding the baby in different positions and clothing. These reports, combined with the mysterious disappearance and reappearance, painted a picture of a mother who might be struggling with her mental health rather than dealing with an actual threat. Willow's dark secret revealed. However, the truth behind baby Daisy's disappearance proved to be far more disturbing than anyone initially suspected. Willow Tate, who had been struggling with the loss of custody of her own children Wiley and Amelia, was revealed to be the one responsible for taking baby Daisy. During flashback sequences, viewers learned that Willow had secretly entered the nursery and taken the baby, telling Daisy, "Your mommy betrayed me, and your daddy won't let me see my children. So I'll show them how it feels to have your child taken from you." Willow's motivation stemmed from her devastating court loss, where she lost full custody of her children to Michael. Her mental health had deteriorated significantly following the custody decision, leading to a breakdown in the courtroom that required hospitalization and sedation. The loss of her children, combined with her perception that Sasha had betrayed her by having an affair with Michael, drove Willow to this desperate act of revenge. The revelation that Willow was behind the stalking explained many of the strange occurrences that had been happening since Daisy's birth. As a nurse at General Hospital, Willow had access to the hospital where the initial baby swap occurred. Her familiarity with the Quartermaine mansion, where she had lived as Michael's wife, also explained how she could move through the house undetected. The crucial witness. One of the most significant aspects of this storyline revolves around the possibility that Wiley Quartermaine Corinthos, Willow's young son, may have witnessed his mother's actions with baby Daisy. Given the close relationships within the Quartermaine household and Wiley's natural curiosity as a child, it's entirely plausible that he could have seen Willow taking or returning the baby without fully understanding the implications of what he witnessed. If Wiley did indeed see Willow with baby Daisy, this could provide the crucial evidence needed to vindicate Sasha and expose Willow's disturbing behavior. Children often observe more than adults realize, and Wiley's testimony could be the key to unraveling the mystery that has left everyone questioning Sasha's mental state. The question remains whether Wiley will speak up about what he saw, and if he does, whether the adults will take his account seriously. Implications for the characters. The revelation of Willow's role as baby Daisy's stalker has profound implications for all the characters involved. For Sasha, vindication would mean relief from the suspicion that she's suffering from postpartum depression or mental health issues. It would also validate her maternal instincts and her insistence that something was genuinely wrong. However, the knowledge that someone she once considered family was targeting her infant daughter would likely be deeply traumatic. For Michael, discovering that his ex-wife has been stalking and temporarily kidnapping his daughter would represent a shocking betrayal. Michael had already been concerned about Willow's stability following their custody battle, and this revelation would confirm his worst fears about her mental state. It could also strengthen his resolve to protect his children from any potential harm. For Willow herself, being exposed as the stalker would likely result in serious legal consequences and mandatory psychiatric evaluation. Her actions constitute kidnapping, regardless of her mental state or motivations. The revelation could also impact her chances of ever regaining visitation rights with her other children, as it would demonstrate a clear pattern of unstable and potentially dangerous behavior. Next, we will dive deep into the swirling rumors and jaw-dropping speculations surrounding the explosive events expected to unfold in Port Charles this July. Fasten your seatbelts, because the drama is about to hit fever pitch in our beloved town, with whispers of heartbreaking farewells, unexpected returns, and shocking twists that could redefine relationships and alter destinies forever. Let's unpack the freshest gossip from the online rumor mill and provide an in-depth look at what might be in store for our favorite characters, complete with new insights and imaginative possibilities to keep you on the edge of your seat. First up, let's talk about the bittersweet murmurs that have been circulating regarding Sophia Matson's potential departure from the show. The rumor mill is abuzz with talk that her beloved character, Sasha Corbin, might be packing her bags and leaving Port Charles behind sometime during this scorching summer. What's more heart-wrenching is that she's reportedly set to take her young daughter, Daisy, shared with Michael Corinthos, along with her. This exit, if true, could leave a gaping hole in the storyline, as Sasha has been a central figure in many emotional arcs over the years. Imagine the tearful goodbyes at the Corinthos mansion, with Michael struggling to maintain his composure as he watches his little girl wave goodbye from the car window. But there's a glimmer of hope amid the sadness. Social media sleuths are buzzing with excitement over whispers that the legendary Tristan Rogers will reprise his role as Robert Scorpio for a brief stint. According to the grapevine, Robert's return could tie directly into Sasha and Daisy's departure, as he might be the one to escort them out of town. Picture this: Robert, the ever-charming spy, sharing tender moments with Sasha as they reminisce about their shared history, all while he dotes on little Daisy, perhaps teaching her a playful spy trick or two. This brief reunion could serve as a poignant reminder of family ties within the Scorpio lineage, offering fans a mix of nostalgia and fresh bonding scenes that we've longed to see. Could this be a setup for a future return, or is this truly the end of Sasha's chapter in Port Charles? Only time will tell. But the emotional weight of this storyline is undeniable. Moving on to another electrifying piece of gossip, let's shine the spotlight on the much-anticipated return of Kelly Thibault to the ABC soap. Speculation is rife that July will mark her grand comeback, though the question on everyone's lips is whether she'll slip back into the iconic role of Dr. Britt Westburn, affectionately dubbed the Britch by fans. Given how frequently Britt's name has been dropped in recent episodes, it feels almost inevitable that Thibault will resurrect this fan-favorite character, bringing her signature blend of sass and vulnerability back to the hospital corridors. Imagine Britt striding into General Hospital, her confident smirk sending ripples through the staff as old rivalries resurface and unresolved romantic tensions flare up. But there's more to this rumor cult. Her return signal the reappearance of her on-screen mother, the formidable Dr. Liesl Obrecht. Social media platforms are alight with fan theories about Liesl's possible comeback, especially since she was a beloved character known for her fierce loyalty and dramatic flair. Adding fuel to the fire, Thibault recently set tongues wagging when she posted a nostalgic throwback photo on her Instagram stories alongside Kathleen Gotti, who plays Liesl, complete with a tag that Gotti herself reposted. Was this a subtle tease of a mother-daughter reunion on the horizon? Picture the chaos and hilarity of Liesl storming back into Port Charles, perhaps meddling in Britt's affairs with a mix of tough love and outrageous schemes, all while delivering her trademark one-liners. This duo could shake up the dynamics at General Hospital, offering viewers a delightful blend of drama and humor. Whether it's a hint or just a fond memory shared between co-stars, the possibility of seeing both Britt and Liesl together again is a tantalizing prospect that has fans buzzing with anticipation. Lastly, let's delve into the troubling whispers surrounding Cody Bell and his precarious position in Port Charles. The rumor mill is churning with speculation that Cody, portrayed by Josh Kelly, might be on his way out, especially since Kelly has reportedly been shifted to a recurring status on the show. This change has sparked intense debate among viewers, with many wondering if the writers are crafting an exit strategy for the character. Adding to the intrigue, Cody's recent decision to entangle himself in a risky seduction plot with Ava Jerome has raised eyebrows. By agreeing to charm Ava, he seems to be torching any lingering hope of a future with Molly Lansing Davis, a relationship that many fans have rooted for due to its potential for deep emotional resonance. Envision a late-night scene at Ava's penthouse, where Cody, torn between duty and desire, shares a charged moment with Ava under the dim glow of city lights, only to realize he's stepping into a dangerous game that could cost him everything. Is this storyline a deliberate move to write Cody into a corner, paving the way for a dramatic exit? Could he succeed in winning Ava's trust, only to vanish from Port Charles under mysterious circumstance, first fleeing from a vengeful foe or a broken heart? There's also the possibility of a darker twist. What if Cody's actions spiral out of control, leading to unintended consequences that force him to leave town in disgrace? Fans are split on whether this is the end for Cody or merely a detour in his journey, but the stakes have never felt higher. His choices in the coming episodes could either redeem him or seal his fate, and we're all waiting with bated breath to see which path he'll take. Next, we will uncover the gripping drama surrounding Rocco Falcone's potential disappearance in Port Charles, along with the ripple effects it could have on his family and friends. July is shaping up to be a month of intense revelations and emotional turmoil, as secrets unravel and relationships are tested like never before. Join us as we explore the latest rumors, dive into creative possibilities, and paint vivid pictures of what might unfold in the coming episodes. From Rocco's inner struggles to the potential heroics of Giovanni Joe Palmieri and the family dynamics at play, we've got all the juicy details to keep you hooked on the ever-twisting saga of General Hospital. Let's begin with the heart-wrenching storyline centered on Rocco Falcone, who is reportedly on the verge of a life-altering crisis. Whispers from the rumor mill suggest that Rocco is wrestling with deep questions about his origins, particularly concerning the late Britt Westburn and the complex narrative of a stolen embryo that ties into his very existence. Imagine young Rocco sitting across from his mother, Lulu Spencer, in their cozy living room, his eyes filled with confusion and a yearning for truth as Lulu struggles to find the right words to explain such a tangled past. Despite the complexity, Lulu is expected to pour her heart out, reassuring Rocco that his unique beginnings do not define him or lessen the boundless love his family holds for him. Picture her holding his hands tightly, her voice trembling with emotion as she emphasizes that biology is just a small piece of the puzzle. Love is what truly binds them. Yet, even with these affirmations, the weight of this hidden secret may prove too heavy for Rocco to bear. As Dante Falconeri learns of his son's turmoil, he too will likely step in, perhaps taking Rocco on a quiet walk through the park to share stories of their unbreakable bond. But the spoilers hint at a brewing storm. Rocco's feelings of disconnection from his parents might push him to make a bold, impulsive decision in the episode airing on July 11th. Could this mean he's planning to run away to process his emotions in solitude? The mere thought of Rocco vanishing into the night, leaving behind a note or simply disappearing without a trace, is enough to send chills down any fan's spine. This brings us to the potential fallout of Rocco's actions and the panic that could engulf Lulu and Dante if their son indeed goes missing. Envision Lulu frantically calling Rocco's name as she searches every corner of their home, her heart racing with fear when she realizes he's nowhere to be found. Dante, ever the protective father and detective, might spring into action, combing through Rocco's belongings for clues, perhaps finding a hastily scribbled map or a bus ticket hinting at a destination. According to GH Spoilers, there's a real chance Rocco might not reach wherever he's headed, amplifying the alarm bells for his parents. Picture the couple standing on their porch under a darkening sky, clutching each other as they grapple with the terrifying uncertainty of their son's whereabouts. This distressing scenario sets the stage for an unexpected hero to emerge in the form of Giovanni Joe Palmieri, Rocco's half-brother. Joe, who has faced his own identity crisis after discovering his adoption, might deeply empathize with Rocco's need to escape and reflect. Drawing from his own experience of fleeing to a motel with Emma Scorpio Drake during a moment of upheaval, Joe could be the key to understanding Rocco's mindset. Imagine Joe volunteering to aid Dante in the search, his determination shining through as they scour Port Charles' hidden corners, perhaps checking abandoned warehouses or local hangouts where a troubled teen might seek refuge. This endeavor could not only bring Rocco back safely but also mark a turning point for Joe, allowing him to prove his loyalty and care for his newfound family. Delving deeper into Gio's potential role in this crisis, there's a fascinating layer of redemption at play. Recall the recent tension between Dante and Joe following an incident where Rocco suffered from alcohol poisoning, with Dante criticizing Joe for not rushing his brother to the hospital sooner. That clash left a lingering strain, but now, a golden opportunity rises for Joe to mend fences. Picture a tense yet hopeful moment where Joe, fueled by a desire to make amends, tracks down a vital clue, a forgotten text message or a sighting of Rocco at a diner on the outskirts of town, and relays it to Dante with earnest resolve. If Joe succeeds in helping reunite Dante with Rocco, it could be the catalyst for a newfound respect between them. Envision the two sharing a quiet, grateful nod as they bring Rocco home, the walls of mistrust slowly crumbling. Beyond repairing ties with Dante, Gio's involvement could strengthen his connection with Lulu, as they unite in their shared concern for Rocco. Think of late-night strategy sessions at the Spencer house, with Joe and Lulu poring over maps and phone records, their shared determination forging a bond akin to a true family unit. This storyline might weave Joe more tightly into the fabric of the Falconeri Spencer clan, transforming him from an outsider to a pillar of support during one of their darkest hours. Finally, let's not overlook the broader implications and additional drama hinted at in the spoilers. The rumor mill also teases that Brook Lynn Quartermain's recent actions are poised to backfire spectacularly, adding another layer of chaos to an already turbulent Port Charles. While details remain scarce, imagine Brook Lynn grappling with the unintended consequences of a risky decision, perhaps a misinterpreted gesture or a secret she let slip at the wrong moment, leading to strained alliances or unexpected confrontations. Picture her pacing nervously at the Quartermain mansion, realizing too late that her well-intentioned meddling has sparked a firestorm she can't control. This subplot promises to intersect with the ongoing family crises, perhaps complicating the search for Rocco or igniting new conflicts that test everyone's loyalties. As these shocking developments loom on the horizon, fans are left to speculate how each character will navigate the fallout. Will Brook Lynn find a way to redeem herself, or will her misstep deepen the fractures within her circle? The stakes are sky high, and every episode in July seems destined to deliver gripping twists that keep us glued to our screens. Next, we will delve into the swirling controversies and passionate debates surrounding Josslyn Jack's new romantic arc in Port Charles. As the drama unfolds, fans are left questioning the direction of the storyline, particularly with the abrupt exit of Dex Heller and the introduction of Vaughn as Josslyn's latest love interest. July is proving to be a month of polarizing twists and unexpected turns, and we're here to explore every facet of this evolving narrative. From the lackluster chemistry between Joss and Vaughn to the shocking pivot of Joss into the dangerous world of the WSB, and the lingering grief over Dex's tragic end, we'll paint a detailed picture with fresh perspectives and imaginative scenarios. Buckle up as we unpack the latest spoilers and what they could mean for the future of our beloved characters. Let's start with the burning question on every fan's mind. Did the writers of General Hospital make a colossal error by killing off Dex Heller? The heartbreaking loss of Dex, once a cornerstone of Josslyn Jack's life, has left a void that many viewers feel has not been adequately filled by her new suitor, Vaughn. Where Joss and Dex shared a fiery, undeniable connection that lit up the screen, the pairing of Joss and Vaughn feels like a pale imitation, lacking the electric spark that once captivated audiences. Picture those tender moments between Joss and Dex's late-night confessions at the docks, their laughter echoing under the star snow, replaced by awkward exchanges with Vaughn, whose demeanor often comes across as smug and off-putting. Yet, there's a whisper of hope for this newcomer. As a relatively fresh face in Port Charles, Vaughn might harbor hidden depths or a secret kindness waiting to be unveiled. Envision a scene where Vaughn, beneath his brash exterior, quietly supports Joss during a vulnerable moment, perhaps offering a rare glimpse of sincerity that challenges our initial impressions. Fans, still raw from Dex's departure, they simply need time to warm up to this new dynamic, but the consensus online is clear: chemistry can't be forced, and right now, Joss and Vaughn seem to be missing that magical allure. Could the writers be planning a slow-burn romance to surprise us all, or is this pairing doomed to fizzle out? Diving deeper into Josslyn's journey, her transformation following Dex's devastating death has sparked its own wave of controversy. Mere months after Dex's untimely demise at the hands of Cyrus Renaud using a lethal dose of Digitalis, Joss has been thrust headfirst into the high-stakes world of the WSB, morphing from a privileged young woman into a full-fledged super spy. Imagine the whirlwind of emotions as Joss, still mourning, uncovers the chilling truth behind Dex's murder, her grief fueling a fierce determination to seek justice. Picture her in a dimly lit room, poring over case files with a newfound steely resolve, her once carefree demeanor replaced by a hardened edge as she trains in espionage tactics. Yet, for many fans, this drastic shift feels jarringly abrupt, almost as if her character was forced into this role without enough emotional groundwork. Adding to the complexity, Joss's rumored act of taking down Cyrus herself paints her as a force to be reckoned with, but it also raises eyebrows. Was this revenge-driven plotline rushed? Envision a tense confrontation in a shadowy alley, Joss facing Cyrus with a mix of fury and sorrow, her actions blurring the lines between justice and vengeance. While Dex's death was the catalyst for this bold new path, and Vaughn was introduced to anchor her in this spy-laden romance, the rapid pace of her evolution has left viewers reeling, with many echoing the sentiment of too much, too soon. Shifting focus to the broader implications of Joss's storyline, the undercurrents of family drama add yet another layer of intrigue. At the heart of this arc lies Carly Spencer's reaction to discovering that Jack Brennan lured Joss into the perilous WSB world, a revelation that could ignite explosive confrontations. Picture Carly storming into Brennan's office, her protective instincts in overdrive as she demands answers about why her daughter was dragged into such danger, her voice trembling with a mix of anger and fear. Meanwhile, speculation abounds about how Jason Morgan might respond if he uncovers Brennan's role in Joss's recruitment. Imagine Jason, ever the stoic guardian, piecing together the puzzle during a late-night stakeout, his jaw tightening as he vows to shield Joss from further harm, even if it means crossing dangerous lines himself. This subplot not only heightens the stakes for Joss but also weaves a web of tension among the older generation, reminding us that every choice in Port Charles reverberates through families and friendships. Could Carly and Jason team up for a daring mission to pull Joss back from the edge, or will their involvement only deepen the chaos? The emotional ripple effects promise to keep us glued to our screens as loyalties are tested and secrets come to light. Lastly, let's explore the potential for redemption in Vaughn's arc and whether this controversial pairing with Joss can win over skeptical fans. It's worth noting that many iconic soap couples faced initial backlash only to become beloved over time, and Vaughn might just have the chance to turn the tide. Consider a dramatic scenario where Vaughn risks everything to save Joss during a botched WSB operation, perhaps diving in front of a threat to shield her, his actions revealing a selflessness that catches everyone off guard. Picture the aftermath in a quiet hospital room, Joss looking at Vaughn with fresh eyes as he downplays his heroics, a subtle vulnerability breaking through his arrogance. Alternatively, a more intimate twist could see them sharing a passionate, unexpected moment that ignites hidden chemistry. Envision them caught in a rainstorm after a heated argument, their defenses crumbling as they give in to a kiss that surprises even themselves. If Vaughn proves himself through noble deeds or a deeper connection with Joss, perhaps by confiding in her about a tragic past that explains his rough edges, fans might begin to root for this unlikely duo. The question remains, can Vaughn step out of Dex's looming shadow, or will nostalgia for Joss's past love keep viewers longing for what was lost? The writers have their work cut out for them, but a well-crafted redemption arc could shift the narrative in surprising ways. In closing, the current trajectory of Josslyn Jack's storyline on General Hospital is a polarizing blend of heartbreak, reinvention, and uncertain romance that has fans buzzing with opinions. From the questionable decision to end Dex Heller's chapter and the lukewarm reception to Vaughn as Joss's new partner, to her lightning-fast transformation into a WSB operative and the family tensions brewing with Carly and Jason, there's no shortage of drama to dissect. Do you think killing off Dex was a misstep, or was it a necessary push for Joss's growth? Can Vaughn win your heart with a heroic turn, or are you still missing the magic of Joss and Dex? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on all things General Hospital. Until next time, stay tuned for more shocking twists and heartfelt moments from the ever-dramatic world of Port Charles.